Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the top tips to help you pass the OET reading section with flying colors. Whether you're a seasoned healthcare professional or just starting your journey, the OET reading subtest can be a real challenge. But don't worry, we've got you covered. We're going to break down everything you need to know, from understanding the format to mastering time management and everything in between. This video is jam-packed with practical tips and strategies that I've used to help countless students ace their exams. So grab your notebooks and let's get started. All right, let's break down the OET reading section. It's designed to test your ability to understand and interpret healthcare-related texts. You'll encounter different types of questions, each requiring a specific approach. First up, you've got Part A, the expedition into expeditious reading. You'll have 15 minutes to conquer this beast, extracting information from short texts like notices or patient records. Speed and accuracy are key here, folks. Next, we journey into Part B and C, longer passages with multiple choice questions. These test your comprehension of medical topics. Don't sweat the medical jargon, focus on the context and main ideas. Remember, each question type is like a different terrain feature on your OET journey. Familiarize yourself with them and you'll navigate the exam like a pro. Practice with sample questions. It's like studying a map before you hike. Understand the question types, the language used, and the time constraints. Don't be afraid to experiment with different reading strategies to find what clicks for you. Some people prefer to skim the text first, while others dive right into the questions. The key is to find a rhythm that works for you and stick with it. Remember, consistency is key in any exam, and the OET is no different. Now, I know this might seem overwhelming, but trust me, with the right preparation and mindset, you'll absolutely crush the OET reading section. We'll delve deeper into specific strategies and tips in the coming chapters, so stay tuned. Let's talk about two essential techniques to master the OET reading section: skimming and scanning. Think of these as your secret weapons for navigating those passages with speed and precision. Skimming is like taking a speedboat across a lake. You're not reading every word, but you're getting the gist of the text. Focus on the headings, subheadings, and the first and last sentences of each paragraph. This helps you grasp the main ideas and the overall structure of the passage. Practice skimming regularly to improve your speed and comprehension. Scanning, on the other hand, is like using a flashlight in a dark room. You're searching for specific information like dates, names, or keywords related to the question. Train your eyes to quickly locate these key details within the text. This technique is particularly useful for Part A, where you need to find specific information quickly. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice skimming and scanning, the more efficient you'll become at extracting relevant information from the text. Don't be afraid to use highlighters or underline key information as you skim and scan. This can help you visualize the structure of the text and quickly locate important details. Another helpful tip is to pay attention to transition words like however, therefore, and in addition. These words signal a shift in thought or the introduction of new information. Mastering skimming and scanning takes time and effort, but it's an investment that will pay off significantly on your OET exam. So start practicing these techniques today and watch your reading speed and comprehension soar. Time management is crucial in any exam, and the OET reading section is no exception. You have a limited amount of time to answer a significant number of questions, so making every second count is essential. The key is to develop a strategic approach to time allocation before you even start reading. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the overall structure of the test and the number of questions in each part. This will give you a general idea of how much time you can allocate to each section. Remember, Part A is all about speed and accuracy, so aim to finish it within the allotted 15 minutes. For Parts B and C, divide the total time by the number of questions to get an estimate of how much time you can spend on each question. Stick to this time limit as much as possible. Don't get bogged down on a single question. If you're struggling, move on and come back to it later if you have time. It's better to attempt all the questions than to run out of time on a few. Practice time management during your practice tests. This will help you get accustomed to the time constraints and develop a rhythm for answering questions efficiently. Remember, effective time management is about working smarter, not harder. By allocating your time wisely and staying focused, you can maximize your performance on the OET reading section. Let's face it, medical terminology can feel like a whole different language, but don't worry, you don't need to be a walking medical dictionary to ace the OET reading section. The key is to focus on building a strong foundation of common medical terms and understanding how to decipher unfamiliar words. And start by reviewing basic anatomical terms, common medical conditions, and frequently used abbreviations. Flashcards are your friends. Write the term on one side and the definition on the other. Quiz yourself regularly to reinforce your learning. Another effective strategy is to break down complex medical terms into their root words, prefixes, and suffixes. This can help you understand the meaning of the word even if you've never encountered it before. For example, the word hypertension can be broken down into hyper, meaning high, or excessive, and so tension, meaning pressure. So, hypertension simply means high blood pressure. Don't be afraid to use a medical dictionary or online resources to look up unfamiliar terms. The more you expose yourself to medical vocabulary, the more comfortable you'll become with it. Remember, building a strong medical vocabulary is an ongoing process. Make it a habit to learn a few new terms every day, and you'll be surprised how quickly your knowledge expands. All right, let's talk about the importance of practice tests. Think of them as your flight simulator for the OET reading section. Just like a pilot practices in a simulator before flying a real plane, you need to familiarize yourself with the exam format and question types. Regular practice tests are crucial for several reasons. First, they help you get accustomed to the time constraints of the exam. You'll learn to pace yourself and manage your time effectively. Second, practice tests allow you to identify your strengths and weaknesses. By analyzing your performance on each test, you can pinpoint the areas where you excel and the areas that need further improvement. Third, practice tests help build your confidence. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the exam format, the question types, and the overall test-taking experience. Make it a habit to take practice tests regularly, ideally under timed conditions to simulate the real exam environment. There are plenty of resources available online and in OET preparation books. After each test, take the time to review your answers carefully. Identify the questions you got wrong and try to understand why you got them wrong. This will help you avoid making the same mistakes in the real exam. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tips on acing your OET exam. Good luck, I know you're going to do great. Remember, you've got this. With the right preparation, dedication, and a positive mindset, you'll be well on your way to achieving your OET goals. Now go out there and crush it.